It takes discipline
You have to be
yourself.
I'm going to turn this down right now because I want this later on down the road.
That's right.
A lot of people don't have that type of discipline.
And in 6 months, y'all, that is $1,300. When you divide that by 2, so 6 months, you would have saved $1,300 just by disciplining yourself and saying no to that extra meal, or, wait until you get home to cook. You can package you a snack or something and take with you when you go on the road. As a matter of fact, that's what I do. When I go off to sing, most of the times now, since October, I have been really packing my own snacks to take with me, something like boiled eggs. It doesn't have to go to the extreme, just a little something to tide you over till you get home.
It does help. It really does.
Gosh,
there's a few questions that I want to throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the direction that I'm taking, the goal, vision, plan that I'm going to be working on for myself for the coming year, it's not going to be the typical one that everybody else is used to. Because I kept hearing, write the vision and make it plain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm one that I really do like doing vision boards, and if you're a visual person, then by all means, organize your vision board and use pictures, because you got to do what works for you. Just make sure that you stick with it and follow the plan that you put in place. So the questions that I have, because like I said, the vision plan that I'm going towards is more written this year, is ask yourself, what do I want my life to look like a year from now? Because this is really going to be about you challenging your thoughts and challenging yourself so that you grow. Because once you stop growing and you stop learning, part of you actually kind of just stagnates and dies, and you start to exist. And once you're existing, you become miserable.
Yep.
So now that you have asked yourself and really sat and thought about, what do I want my life to look like a year from now? Then you want to follow that up with, what goals do I want to accomplish and why? In this past year, what was something that was maybe on your vision board, Jamie, that you accomplished and that made you really happy that you did?
I put together so many things this year, and gosh, I think the main one that I will say is my health. That was from the beginning, because when the year first started off, I was in a bad place. I had the split opening in my stomach, and my main goal for this year, my main vision for this year was to see myself a lot healthier. And it was a challenge, I'm telling you. It seemed like as soon as I put that thing out there, that's when everything started coming at me, and I started getting worse and worse. But I tell you what, I never gave up on that goal. And right here in October, at the same time when my stomach split last year, I was able to pull in the people that I needed. That was the most happiest moment I can tell you that I have had this whole entire year. Whenever I put people in to come to work on me, it was like, I can't even explain how happy I was to see that I have a team just for me to help me get where I need to be. And it has been working great.
That's an amazing goal accomplished, because I know that if you take a moment and you look back and you think about where you were this time last year, what you were experiencing, and then you fast forward and look at where you are now, it's a night and day difference.
Yes, it is.
And you can probably think of the little things that you did in between where you were and where you are that got you to here, and that makes you want to celebrate even more.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm celebrating New Year's early. I mean, I'm for real, because when I look at it, I came into this year messed up. I really did. I mean, I wasn't even walking good or anything like that. And to see the improvement that I have in just, I think it's been like a month and a half since my team has been together, I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I just stop what I was doing and take the time to really, I kept looking at this goal, and I never gave up on it, and I tried to work toward it by myself, but then I realized I couldn't do it by myself. I needed help.
I need some help every once in a while.
Yes, I needed the help. So don't be afraid to ask people to come in and work with you if you have a goal that you are finding a time to deal with or to achieve. If you know that it's still on your mind heavy, get some other people to come in there and give you some ideas, because I have different ideas. You know, I was all about the vegetables and stuff, and now I'm all about the protein because of the different things of how my body changed. But I'm all about balance now, learning how to balance things out where I'm not overwhelmed even while achieving my goals.
And that's important, because if you don't take care of yourself and your health, all these other things that you want to get done, they're not going to get done, because you're going to be so busy trying to build yourself back up because you're not feeling well.
That's right.
And putting together a plan for what it is that you want your year to look like, it's also important to take a moment and reflect on the year that has gone by. And in doing that, ask yourself a few questions, because I'm sure there are parts of the year that you may possibly don't want to repeat in the coming year. And there are some things from the year that you might want to take with you into the next, because there's good and bad in every situation. So one of the questions you can ask is, what is it that you want more of in the coming year that you had in the current year, as well as what is it that you don't want to repeat in the next year. What would you say?
One thing I don't want to. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just going to ask, what would be one of those things you wouldn't want to take with you into the next year?
That's what I was going to say. I'm not biting my tongue. I bit my tongue for so long, and I think it was just out of fear of who would leave me and stuff. You know, the anxiety and stuff I had towards that. I mean, you ain't got to have anxiety in all areas of your life, but there is, you know, some areas where the anxiety can just take over. And I think that was one of them right there, was holding my tongue back, because I was like, I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want nobody to feel bad, because I know what it feels like to be bad. But at the same time, I don't want nobody running over me either.
Right.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I would not take with me into 2019 is a holding tongue, unless it's necessary. Unless it's spiritually necessary, I don't want to take that with me. I want to be able to speak.
It does make a difference, because when you feel like you are holding something in that you really feel needs to be said, that really bothers you.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying for the coming year, one of the things that you want to do is be able to speak up when you need to and know when not to speak up.
Right. be able to discern that, yeah, and be more assertive.
Right.
Be more assertive and direct in my speaking. Because a lot of times, too, when I speak, and I guess it's just because of some of the things that I've been through, I will put a third party in there when there's actually nobody but me. I think we had that class one time, and I'm still doing it, so I know that's something I got to work on, where I can just, just call out the person's name or say you instead of, beating around the bush with it.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I truly understand it. So I know that because of the way that it's going to be set up as far as a plan of writing it out instead of focus solely on pictures, you're probably wondering, well, how do I structure this? So I've given you some questions. Here are some categories that you could use to set up your plan. You could section it out as career goals, family life, your love life. You've got health and wellness goals, money goals, things you want to try, your dreams, your relationship with God, educational goals, time management, business and home. And those are just a few. You can come up with your own, but those are just a few I thought that you might find helpful. Are there any other areas that you're thinking of you might want to add, Jamie?
Financial.
Okay.
Financial.
So would you put that beside money, or would you make that a separate goal?
You say besides money?
Yeah, because I listed money as one.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it would be the same thing. Well, yeah, I guess you could kind of just like put something to the side of it, because like money could just be like the money that you want in your hand,
right.
And financial could be toward a specific thing.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess it would tie in there together. You just have to make a
They go hand in hand. You could actually break that down. That whole section, money into financial. It could be savings. You could have another category in there as far as retirement, investments, how much you want to invest the coming year, how many stocks you want to buy, insurance policies you want to invest in.
Yeah. Yeah, and really, I think you could do that with all of the categories. Break it down till it gets to where it fits your needs and your goals.
And you don't have to make this really elaborate. Your money goal for the year could be every 2 weeks I'm going to save $50 and put it in savings. That's your goal for the year. And at the end of the year, you can look and see if you did it, how consistently you did it, and if you accomplished the amount of money that you wanted to save by the end of the year or before the end of the year, and just write off to the side of that goal, accomplished, and put a date by it. And there you have completed and met the goal that you wanted to for the year for your money section. Really simple.
Amen. I like that. And it's coming right at the right time of the year as well, because we are down to the end of the year. So this class here is right at the right time.
So now that I've given you some ideas on basically how to structure and